said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Sun Devils will put total leather and will get started. He'll bring it out. It's Lacey. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. On the run, it's McNabb. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it up to 29.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. They'll try to get outside. Breaks the tackle. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And the Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean,
breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Moving out of the pocket. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the right. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Yeah, if finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
On the ground, it's McNabb. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Arizona State! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Might be calling a hot route. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Got enough for the 1st down. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space? This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge, do a good job sealing the edge. He'll do the rest. Just give him the ball in space, good things will happen.
Steps away to find some room. Wide open downfield. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds a man on the right. Running through contact. Touchdown, Longhorns! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there in that touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. cuts it out quickly. There he goes. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They'll leave it with him. Plows through the defense. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Quarterback moving. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's two things he has to think about on one play.
Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on third down in DKR. They're working that left side. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Rides the back and leaves it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. The give from the gun. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
I think the quarterback could have found somewhere else to go with the football on that one. His intended target was not open. As a result, easy incompletion.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The inside handoff. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged out, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. At the 35, he's loose. Lots of running room. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. Here's the give off the left side. Across the 25, he's got room. It's a seam wide open. At the 20. Oh, the quick spin move. Touchdown, Texas. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. UAB is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 4 over Troy. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
The Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Rides to the back. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. It's complete to the left. the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
He leaves it with his back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Finds his back in the middle. Fights off the defender. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, and getting the 1st down.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
And the Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
Punt is on its way. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Finds his man. It's Burks. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
The give to the back. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's McNabb. Out across the 45, out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
They executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had
intercepted, a first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Leaves it with the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Hand off from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. He's looking downfield to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Sun Devils decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They booted away on fourth down. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Got his man on the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stopped him just a bit short.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
The Longhorns come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. With jet sweep pass. Runs through the tackle. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turn.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on first down. Punts it out of the air. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. The pass is incomplete and 1 second is left.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line, gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Quickly out to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Running back searching for a hole. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Got his man on the outside. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13. Man, you have to do everything in your power not to let your momentum carry you out of bounds short of the first down marker.
And I would argue, too, maybe you run your route a little bit deeper. You got to understand where the first down marker is and where I got to get to. But, yeah, I'm not running out of bounds. I'm lowering my shoulder and trying to get as much yardage as I can to make this fourth down manageable.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a fourth down stop. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quick strike complete. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back without surrendering any points. They couldn't do it, though, and now all of a sudden their backs are against the wall.
They'll give it to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Power football with the run. Touchdown, Arizona State! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Motion from the back. Using his legs, it's McNabb. Shows him the stiff arm.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Might be changing the route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Slings it downfield. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a... return on the interception.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time and even better this time around. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to him on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
They'll go with a direct snap. Brought down inside the 15, mark it at the 14-yard line. Now a 4th down decision to be made by this offense. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Looking for a man. It's Drake. Got it in the middle. It's McNabb. Turning it on. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Quick tempo here for the offense.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball. Close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Longhorns! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
He's got it again. Open space at the 25. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run that runs some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And the Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Sun Devils. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Kennesaw State looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks and a defense that looks disinterested. They're trailing by 34 to Georgia Southern. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the game, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Picked off to stop the threat. Looking for more room. Bulldozes his way through. Knocked down at the 43-yard line, and the interception has him set up in plus territory.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Hands it off. Runs through a tackle. And he's knocked down.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again?
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Thomas. He breaks a tackle. He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Sun Devils will have it 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Powers through. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
And the Sun Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season.